All right. I don't usually do this, but I'm recording a video so that we can watch one of the worst things I think that has ever been produced in the crypto world ever together. And we can wallow in the cringe together. I've seen this ad just a couple of times, uh, and it's truly, it's reached levels of cringe that I never thought were possible before. So in case you guys aren't filled in, Solana recently released a new advertisement for Solana, I guess for itself, for the blockchain, that they published on Twitter. And let's just say it did not get received nearly as well as they probably thought it would. And they deleted it just maybe 9 hours. Yeah, he says 9 hours after publishing it, they deleted it. And yeah, it's just like, I'm sorry to do this to you, but I think we have to do this together. Don't worry. We'll survive. It'll be okay. We'll laugh. And in many ways, this is a good sign. It's a sign of maturity. Jesus. All right. Let's just watch it.
So, America, what's going on?
And much better quality.
Well, lately, I've been having thoughts again.
So America is
What thoughts?
About innovation.
therapy.
You know, multiplanetary travel, nuclear energy, crypto, AI. You know, things that push the limits of human potential.
I love how he like quickly crypto AI. You know, it's like even though this is an ad about crypto, it's like crypto is just it's just a small thing. It's just it's just one little thing that's part of this larger journey that we all need to take, making crypto so obvious, right?
What you're experiencing is called rational thinking syndrome. Why don't we take this energy and channel it into something more productive, like coming up with a new gender?
But that's not going to stop me thinking about innovating and doing something.
Innovating, doing, these are action words, verbs. Why don't we focus on pronouns?
That's not going to help.
I sense some cynicism. Have you been betrayed?
It's just so bizarre to me. I can't imagine writing the script and it going through just various levels of approval and all of these fuckers being just like, oh yeah, that's good. That'll hit. Yeah. We gotta stop making up new genders. There are too many of them, right? Like America's just obsessed with making genders. Jesus Christ.
In the past?
You know, I used to think the media was my friend. Can I even trust them anymore?
Oh, of course.
Of course they'd say that. That's a biased take. I got canceled for saying 2 + 2 is 4.
Have you ever considered?
What? like I can imagine this being hilarious if you were a fucking idiot. Must be funny. I got canceled for saying 2 + 2 = 4. Her. Jesus.
Considered that math is a spectrum?
What?
America, numbers are non-binary. We've been conditioned to believe that
Numbers are non-binary. What is that? Like, who are you even talking to? It doesn't describe anyone that actually exists. Like, the thing about comedy, being funny requires that you say something that is at least partially true. And this isn't true. Jeez.
2 + 2 is 4. It's a societal construct.
It's literally math.
Or is it a dominant narrative? Have you been practicing the state-prescribed regulations we talked about?
Yeah. I've debanked some crypto founders and I've slowly...
They're still very annoyed about getting debanked, which is, there's something to say about it for sure. But like thinking that the way to go through with this is to just double down on right-wing narratives in such a like cookie cutter conservative way and thinking that that would have appealed to people in crypto somehow, or to bring more people into crypto somehow, just like a bad business move. I don't know, like so ridiculous.
Hold down nuclear reactor approvals, and depending on my state of mind, I change the SEC guidelines, but I don't like it.
Like who? Like I know crypto people think that think that the SEC and what happens there is really important, and as if everybody knows about it, but hardly anyone knows about this. Like people are not paying attention to the SEC. There's such a small group of people who are really actually caring about this type of regulation. I'm not saying it's not important about anything, but like to think that this was somehow going to bring in more people that like haven't already put some money into crypto.
If we don't regulate, how will we create jobs for people who work hard to make businesses slow?
Like that just isn't the way that any of these things are ever framed, you know? Plenty of criticisms about regulation and how it's applied, but like the framing of this is just so cringe. It's so cringe. It's so inauthentic.
You know what? Hard work, innovation, rational thinking, it's in my blood.
He's pushing back.
It's who I am.
Yes. America.
Railroads, factories, automobiles.
The first ones to do any
I
of those
built the future
things.
once, and I won't be left behind now. I will lead the world in permissionless tech, build on chain, and reclaim my place as the...
Like, where is the connection to crypto even? Why permissionless tech? Like, railroads are railroads permissionless? Is nuclear permissionless? Cars are not permissionless. You got to buy that shit, and then you got to, like, upkeep it, and someone's got to pay for it, and, you know, you got to buy, like, tickets to go on the train. It's not permissionless. You got to, like, there's just such a jump, you know, that even so many of the like right-wing crypto people can't even get on board with this, which is hilarious. Let's take a look at it later.
The beacon of innovation. I want to invent technologies, not genders.
Lovely. So glad you were able to get some of that negative emotion out. Sounds like we'll need a few more sessions. When can I see you next?
You're fired.
Like, you don't even fire your therapist. Who would say you're fired to your therapist? Obviously, it's a Trump reference. Like, it's just so on the nose, you know? And it's like thinking about it just from a business perspective, like, not even half of Americans voted for Trump. Like, it's still like the people that actually went out to go vote for Trump, first off, you have to be over 18. And then you have like at least a third of adults not even fucking voting. And like, so therefore it's like at most a third, at most. America's back. Hell yeah. Accelerate. That's also cringe. The trying what? Oh, the whole accelerationism stuff. That's another rabbit hole. This is like an ad for an event. It's not even like clear that this was, you watch this whole thing being really confused about what's going on. And then at the very end, like kind of alluding that it's an event that's going to happen for Solana called Accelerate. Like, what the fuck? It has nothing to do with the, like, why was he in, what was the therapy for? Like, therapy does not make me think about wanting to go out to an event. It's just, yeah, so a lot of people are not happy about this. I mean, we got some pretty strong reactions from plenty of people. They deleted it. You know, some people saying deleting it is even worse at this point because it drove so much attention to it now. God damn. See, people are just they're confused. Uh, yeah, yeah. Someone even minted it, or they created an NFT of it so people can buy it. Like, it's so ridiculous. But yeah, I think what's also like, I think super important to know about this is important context for people is that like also, and Tux had a really good kind of reference to this as well, just looking at hers. But like Solana is based on Rust, which is a programming language, in case you don't know, that has so many queer people in it for whatever reason. I can't tell you like why exactly that is, but if you look at Rust developers, so many of them are queer or trans. Like you are attacking your own like developer base and community is what's insane to me. And then I think Tux had some good like historical things as well. How a couple of transgender women have pioneered much of the technology that that Solana is using. So Sophie Wilson literally created the ARM instruction sets. Lynn Conway laid the foundation of modern computing by pioneering VLSI, a technique used to design all microchips today. So that's crazy. And even during that, she was apparently, Lynn Conway was fired by IBM whenever she revealed that she was trans and intended to transition, and then got another job in another company and did very well. So yeah, this is just so bizarre to me. And I imagine they took it down pretty quick. Probably there's a big disconnect between their marketing department and their developer base is my guess. But yeah, I mean, there's so much backlash. This is like the most united I think I've seen so much of crypto, which has been pretty hilarious. So yeah, yes, people saying it's hateful and exclusionary. It's also just sophomoric. It's just like a bad ad. Also, even though it's wanting to appeal to what are clearly some of the trends that are happening in oops, no, this is. I didn't mean to do that. Some of the trends that are going on in the crypto space with Trump's election and the association with crypto and Trump and the crypto coronation ball and whatever else. But yeah, I mean, it's just needlessly cruel. It's only punching down. Like comedy is much funnier when you're punching up. That's just the truth. Punching down is like not that funny. Yeah. So if I go, I was I think I I retweeted Nick Carter. I believe he's like a Bitcoin maxi guy. Usually very conservative, very right wing in a kind of like standard Republican type of way, honestly. And even he doesn't like it. Blockchains shouldn't have political opinions, which is also a kind of dumb thing to say. Like, blockchains are inherently political. If you can't like claim to say that you're going to make a new monetary and financial system and say there's no politics involved. There shouldn't be politics there. Take politics out of my stateless money system. Like it's just so absurd. These people, I think, at the very least, my hope is that this pushback encourages people to continue pushing back and to like just improve the culture in the space that we have right now. I'm just trying to get to a tweet that I did that's been going a little bit viral, which I thought was pretty. I was just making a tongue-in-cheek joke right here, because you had more Twitter context maybe in case you guys care about it. But yeah, there was a moment whenever Vitalik Buterin had made a joke saying "make communism great again" in response to this whole other stupid thing we don't even need to get into. And someone made this built on Ethereum logo with the hammer and sickle, which is honestly kind of sick. I bought a shirt with this logo on it, so hopefully I can get that soon. And and then someone posted, Ben Bash on Twitter had posted this Nazi Solana logo. So, I mean, I think the crypto space is clearly going through a moment. I just thought it was really funny to put those in juxtaposition of just how these things are shaping up. I mean, uh, I definitely have much more of a cultural affinity to Ethereum, and I build and work in the Ethereum space and not in the Solana space. And I've been very skeptical of Solana for a very long time and haven't really spent too much time into it just because it really is like 90% meme coins and gambling. Which is maybe Ethereum is like 80%. it's it's less overt, I would say, and it Solana just, if you go into some of the applications that are built there, Pump.fun in particular, and then there are like many derivatives of Pump.fun or similar types of companies and projects where people just pump out meme coins. It is just gambling, and it is just facilitating gambling in a way that's pretty disgusting. And this kind of like association with this hyper financialized activity with this like pretty right wing culture, like this, and especially this like social conservatism that, in the tech space, like, again, there are so many, there's definitely an overrepresentation of queer people in the tech space, and it's just like a bad look, such a bad look. Anyways, I just wanted to respond to that. I need to share it to people because this shit is ridiculous. Uh, it's hilarious though. It's hilarious and sad. Um, but yeah, I think this is the turning point of a changing of tides. I think, or I'd like to think so. I'm hoping so, and I think it will bring more people together to more overtly and more concretely push back against this bullshit. That's what I hope. So yeah, gonna end it there.